makes it that much of a stronger hero. And even though the Pango lost in the last game, it
電下操
still looked really good. It still had an incredible game.
哦，
So
又滾
there's
滾，
no reason for Gaimin to not run it back.
Yeah, I remember, this gives me flashbacks of TI8 OG Game 5. When you look at that draft, it was just what's your favorite
查
hero?
理
What's
斯
your
吧
favorite hero? We're just
我
gonna
聽
pick
到
that.
查理斯。
And this is the vibe I'm getting from this Pangolier pick. Yes, he's obviously played it a lot throughout this tournament, but at the end of the day, take your signatures. You'd hate to go out on your absolute best. I mean,
I'm wondering already for Jure if later down the line,
CCE 就是那个滚滚的助力。
be like one of the reasons
最後一把的呀，
they're gonna go
這
with
不成個穩的，
滾滾被削了一臉了。
You know, Faceless Void was their fourth pick with the exact same.
但他還是厲害呀，還是有東西的他，不是說像我。
be ready for that.
The SD Centaur
只能說
looked
他
really good, but
最
also
近没来得
it's
及
because
練
the
新英
SD
雄啊
plus，
没来
Phoenix
得
were
及
able to
没
play
来得及練那
around
個新英
XM
雄，
Storm Spirit
練星絕
that
活啊！
much better. So I think
哎
Azure
絕活了
doesn't have
就
to
這麼
run
多
back that ranged mid laner that goes in first kind of archetype to take advantage of the defensive capabilities of these two supports.
哎，
Oh, they steal it. They
搶
steal
星
it.
空下面了。
No faceless
Oh.
void for low this game round. And then the
Nothing.
question comes.
我想
That
出什
storm
麼
spirit
呢？
that you're talking about, is it
No，
valuable enough
怎
to
麼
pick
出
up
的？小辣椒
before
又
the
被
next
削了。
good phase, or the bad phase rather?
Yeah, because Azure Ray have first pick, and if they're eyeing the Storm Spirit, picking it on the
人
team and
嘛
extending
人
two
嘛
rounds
对
to
线
protect
倒
him,
是能打
perfectly
旋风，
fine.
随便打
I。love this Faceless Void pickup from Gaming Gladiators. Not only did they take it away from
没
Azure
血
Ray, who
魔
looked so good on it, it is a secondary
血
jump
魔
hero to go
被
on
被
this
ban
to
掉了
go
呀，被
on
保
the
护
Shadow
了呀。
Demon. The primary thing about Shadow Demon is you have to control this hero. You have to get on top of this hero. And Faceless Void is one of the better carries in Dota that can do it.
Also, there isn't too much burst damage, which I feel like is the one downfall of Void. You know,
那选一手
SD, low damage. Same with Phoenix, takes a long time.
So
Time walk in and out. And
bad.
yeah, I feel this was a crucial pick. And this is the beauty of like BO5s and long tournaments. You're gonna see these
So the
mind games
ace
and kind of
的英雄
specific things come up because yeah, they
意
need
思
it
係
to
什麼呀
steal the？
對，
Faceless
都被
Void
選
exactly on the
都被
spot.
ban 了。哦，飛
這
機
個飛機，
They
豆
go
腐
back
飛
to
機
gyrocopter, little bit of
Ace
extra
定上
synergy
你來
for
counter
Void in the
counter
sense
樓
that his rocket dies
中
in
單
the
飛
chronosphere.
機
But
呢？
aside from
應
that,
該不會
he
吧
has the call down, which you can actually hit
怎麼可能
two
中
of
單
them
飛
place
機
it correctly. Two of them
豆腐
misses
飛
on a
機
stationary target. They have a bit of overlap. And what I'm
This is
saying about
so
this
cool.
Void pick is I like it for what
And
game
that's-
is.
Oh,
but
Naga.
It's not very good for
哦，
Centaur
小辣椒還
in
選
terms
出
of the
來。
laning state.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
it's not
學了
very
點
good
還是
versus Naga in terms of the game itself. The only answer they really have to Naga right now is Quinn's Pango. And
把 Ace 的全
I
ban 了
guess
唄。
I just feel like Azure Ray has a lot
還有什
in
麼
the
呢？
tank.
沒什麼選的
Like,
喎
they don't necessarily have burst
傻肉的
but they have ways
人
of
性幻
drawing
象
out
的
fights. They have ways of kiting you back, disengaging and re-engaging. They're definitely going to pick some mobile hero in the mid lane for XM.
對啊，
And
滾滾這挺能情
when
況
you're
下
looking
可
at
以。
Chronosphere as your main tool
Yeah.
for
行吧
getting
我
all of the
我小辣椒那個
kills
網
and
能
then
無
you
視
put
磨
Naga
面
in the equation.
反而
I
克
think
不
there's a
住。
lot of weight
還有
on
毒狗啊！
Ace's shoulders in this last pick to create like map pressure in some way. Like an Underlord would have been great. Sand King, I actually would love to see. It's a hero that's kind of trapped up in the
Sand
win
King
rate because of the veil. These are great
撒網
options
好像有
against
點
the
東
Naga.
西
You
喎，好
have
像
to shut her down on the map.
沙王沒用，對
I
線飛。
love this Naga pick. Like Naga versus Void. Naga
怎
also
麼能
in
搞
decisive games.
搞
I feel like
那
she
嘎呢？
always
有點
comes
處理
back.
不了
She's so
喎，
annoying to
就
play
就
against.
靠一
If they
個
can cover it nicely, I think Game need to be
滾嘛
looking at a hero like you mentioned
一
the Sand
血
King. I
可
think
以
other ones to come，to
一血好像
mind.
不太行。
Timber, okay, already banned. I think Darkseer, perhaps like a pipe buyer that
哦
helps your map, also
塔
shells
克
up your
辦了
Tango, shells up your Void. Could be very scary. And at the same time, Azure Ray, they need a hero that will then abuse this
打
map.
得帶
Right?
節
Naga
奏
will push
的
out the waves.
喎，
You need another jumper for
古
example.
龍嘅
喵
Like
嗎
you？ said, Naga in decisive games, she makes these games so hard.
Meow
She plays
是不
the
是呢？
entire map. She's always split pushing these lanes. She's
Wow.
farming everything. And once all the lanes are pushed out on the enemy side, it makes it harder for your
Meow
team to go out
藍
and
也
smoke
可以
and
吧？
find these plays that you need to do to win the game. Outside of that, you have the Song of the Siren to disengage from the Chronosphere.
哦，
And
藍貓版
Naga
了
is a great hero versus both Grimstroke and Gyrocopter. These supports do not threaten Naga
沒必要選
at
好
all
吧？
in that mid
沒必要
game.
選。
How crazy
長
would
裙
it
山
be
嘅喎，
I know we haven't seen it yet. It's a decent Storm Spear replacement. It's pretty unkillable by the game
Sanders
heroes
怎麼樣
thus
呢？
far. I'm just thinking of like some
Hello.
mobile
多看幾個看這樣子哦。
the Shadow Demon and the Phoenix.
是啊，我
To
說
do what you were talking about earlier, Mira.
你 R 選好冇啊？
I don't hate the idea. I only worry about the Inkswell on top
Yun
of
lang.
Phantom's Embrace for something like an Ember Spirit. It's always been
Tusen
hard
bolle.
for Ember Spirit to play into Grimstroke. +1, not by
老
itself.
路
I
被
think
ban，
Ember, if you really feel it,
第一
can
批打
make
推
it
進
work.
上
There's
DP
still,
還是不
I
行？
mean,
因為
I'm
已
a
經
bit
六，
biased about this
還是不行
combo with
6
Naga, DK.
主要
You
是
are playing into a lot of magical damage. I do
So
understand
又
that.
被
They will ban
那
out
個
the Sand King.
留人的。
哦
But，
真 ban 了沙
overall,
瓦
like, it could work because you have a lot of people behind you. Like Song later with the
火
short
猫
for high
火
speed.
猫，
You
我
have
觉得是
the
火猫
Sunray as well. You have the disruptions, but we'll have to see what XM is cooking here.
是猫是可以选
What
的。
about Wind Ranger? It feels like a relatively safe pick outside of potentially getting Chronos as the game progresses.
It would give them the damage that they are lacking. I think Naga, even though she's going to kite the fight out for you, you do need somebody to eventually finish off these targets, and that would be a good option.
And another option is Queen of Pain, but it didn't nuke so
大
hard
了这
around
个
that
场。
Queen of Pain
Did not.
into the
1
Pangolier.
分半钟。
I could see maybe I'm
教练
thinking
是
too
谁呀？
defensive.
没
Like
见过的。
somehow DKs and Kunkas are coming to my mind. Maybe they need this like more like snap
就以前不出
type
名的
of
呀，
jump. But I can't really see.
Well, they've got a full
叫地图
minute
哥
to think
Maps
about what they
地
want
图
to do
哥
here. I mean, this is something that I would imagine a lot of teams have struggled with. What are you going to play mid against Pango?
反
And
正
then
以前没
that
见过
also
啊。
needs to
哦，
fit
选了选了
into，the
哦
rest
黑
of the
鸟，
黑鸟目光呆滞零出场居然。
That's
Out of
damage.
Devourer.
Okay.
黑鸟
Okay,
吗？
so talk to me about this. Obviously, it gives a
带不了
save.
节奏哦，硬刷我又
So they
是
now。have 2 saves,
3 saves.
3 saves. There, that is actually a lot
If
of
Phoenix
saves.
goes Ags and Centaur goes Ags, they have
5 saves.
不用太硬刷，小辣椒出三期，小辣椒出三期没那么
I
网
see
了。
Kazu still not convinced.
也得刷一刷
No,
呀。
because this hero is not easy to make
没
work.
有
I
看
do
对
feel it's
线，
very
对
high
线
up in
顺的
the,
话，小辣
the
椒
volatility range. But if you
强
can
度
get
性还
this
挺
early
强
and
的
make。him to get it, it will be very. It's a very feast or famine pick. I feel
Okay.
like.
Think about it, Kazu. All
这
the
个紫
offlanes
苑
you
把他们
like
关
against
了。
Naga are bad against OD.
对，
That's why I actually like this pick a lot. If you think about it, it's all the
你是
melee
选什么
guys.
记
嘞
得利雅得大师赛
They
决赛，
they just want to
宰的
take
小
out
辣
no
椒
easy hero that you
就把
can't
牙
take
陀
up
罗的
against.
虚空
There's
给
no
关
such
了。
thing as surviving the damage of his right click.
宰的
That's
小
actually
辣
a
椒
great
的吗？
point.
这么
That's
妖的吗？
probably what they were thinking about here because they
哦
did want a ranged
兽
mid
王
laner to take advantage of the defensive
哦，
capabilities
兽
of its
王
supports.
打
But
推
now
两
that
手
you
关
put it in
我
that kind of
吼数
phrasing,
能
it
杀
does
吗？
make a lot of sense. The thing
双
about
关
OD
组
is
合
really
兽
50-50
王
hero.
兽
Even
王
in
打推
games
进
that
的，
have
而
looked
且
great
他
OD
A
games
仗
in
稍
these
微
last
能
few
推
months,
加换将，
that hero
就
has
这样
looked。appalling.
这也
It's
是
just
哈。
make or break. You have to be able to play around this
但
OD.
是他们
You
秒
have
不
to
了
be
人
able
吧？
to
讲道
respond to
理
the，aggression that comes with this OD. And
这
if
么
you
多
can
反
protect
手
it
救
for long enough to get strong, it does look like a very good
两
hero.
人
So that's an overall Beastmaster pick coming out for
所以空格炸
A
很
是
多
说他
人
兽王能打对线就选的。
It creates the map pressure I was hoping for, but they do have the, like a lot of Beastmaster is using his boars and hawks as like a deterrent that you have to walk through with the slows and the roots. And the Centaur ulti
杨哥
allows
杨哥
them
杨哥在喊呢
with Azure, I think, to
杨哥哎
penetrate
杨哥了，
and the Chronosphere punish.
杨哥这么有空
I'm just really thinking that there might be this point in the game where
TI 去了，这个吉隆坡也去了
that。even the Chronosphere is not
哥还在刷虎牙1号，
I feel like these mid game fights are going to be super crucial.
每把都刷虎牙1号。
Azure's lineup will break the moment one of their defensive or support
上香
heroes die. So if gaming can get to that stage nicely, I think they will be okay.
And I think that both teams have drafts that could work. They're both very interesting. I think the Beastmaster coming out last is very interesting because I feel like that hero did get a lot weaker, but there are a lot of versatile builds that he can go for in a game like this. And he benefits from brawling with heroes like Pango and Grimstroke very early on too. But there's also still the question of this Naga Siren. This Naga Siren looks so
又
good.
在造谣，查理斯。
Who knows what's going to happen? May the best team win.
May the best team win. My tech arena, if
整
you
个效
have
果
any energy left at the moment.
是挺搞笑，他们上课直播，
To show it that we're heading
我下午也是看他们。
of this grand finals. Let me hear you one more time for Cap and SVT.
Are you ready for a game 5? I know me and Avery are. This is gonna be a very fun game to cast because on one side we have Gaming Gladiators who, you know, they've got 6 victories in grand finals. They're looking for a 7th. They've been here before in game 5, in fact twice so far this season, right, Avery?
Yeah, and it worked out for them in most of those situations. It's a team that, when
这
their backs
把
against the wall, just when you
又
think
要
you
打翻
have
盘
them,
吗？
they disappear. And they're the
盘
ones
什么
that take
盘
that trophy.
脸过去
And they are, this time, the ones going for the Faceless Void in the hands of
有
Dyrachyo.
一说
A hero
一
that proved very successful for low
前
earlier,
中期
whereas
是对面节奏好，我
Azure,
在那里，
那确
对面
实是
哈族我觉得。
滚滚有什么？
however,
怎
you
么
look
定
at
嘛
this hero, he is a bold pick in any meta, as it is
而
not
且
the
双
only
辅助也是
been
进攻性比
at the
AR 那
hands
边强。
of very specific players like Somnus the
没
TI,
问题，没问题
some。of the old D players of old, but XM is going to try his
对
hands
对，
on
赢
here.
一手赢一手，迪拉克犯罪。
A direct fall behind this Beastmaster is going to run you down because the
笑死
thing you
我了。
have in spades on this Azure lineup
上一把我看那个小易一直在杀人，然后最后一看，哎，他的第6人。
杀不过露娜呀。他杀了很多人啊，但是这扫图了，就是送了几波。
对啊，他杀了很多人，他一直在拿敏捷，然后就 AR 上高地的队友一看，哎，怎么他第6人？
这 Twitch 有点东西，我还能看技能的，这直播，我操！鼠标放上去还能看技能。Hero Detail 有点东西，我 Twitch 真的是。哦 ，Thank you。走吗？关，去了关吗？
But not enough to get the kills. A little bit of resources lost, and Azure managed to get 3 bounty roots in that trade-off. Though a ward was found by Gaming Gladiators. So
can't
TP.
Oh.
Kill it though. This is still Sentry. And TP out. Yeah, okay, that'll play. If he actually caught it. Yeah, I guess that's pretty difficult. Dyrachyo just playing it patient. Wise decision. And it'll put XXS in a 1v2 for the start of the lane. Not ideal, but as long as he doesn't get too much regen burned here. Such a great hero to take advantage of those 1v2s as well.
这踩
really dangerous as he tries to get aggressive. He's gonna find that rocket barrage. All the damage gets soaked up by the illusions. Keeping up the damage. He's also taking a bit in return though. XXS.
Bit of a salve on the Sharky, so I think I was very happy with that trade, particularly if XXS is the one who gets his HP non-removed, right? He just gets to bully Dyrachyo now. Anytime you can bully the Gyrocopter on early waves, you're happy about it.
Yeah, if you have that sort of advantage, that's a great hero to take all the CS in the lane, right?
Gyro is generally a support who kind of wants to out-trade you going all-in kill with the missile. If you're low, it's a lot harder to do that. Early win here for Azure, and I mean, I'm particularly interested in this mid lane.
哦，喷2个。
Very weird matchup. I think it is a matchup that
喷2个。
OD's way. So I expect XM to pull ahead on these waves. Particularly if you can get some of these
帮他
Astrals
帮他压
into
的
creep denies, that's what you're looking for. But level 5 is a big deal for this hero. You're either going 3 into Orb or you're going 3 into Astral, but it's one of the two. If you're going in the Astral, you need to win the lane harder. If you're going into the Orb, you just want to harass him. I think most OD players today and age are just going to 1-3-1.
好关，
XM off for here.
这踩拨他，能杀吗？可以杀 ，First Blood。
That's going to be your first blood for XXS.
这会怎么在塔前？没想懂。
哦，豆腐哥，
要单杀，
有点差一点点哦，差一下，等一下，
多下了，
So once more, this Shadow Demon Phoenix support duo that we've seen out of Azure that I feel like is a little slow on paper. It doesn't look slow at all in their hands. They're the ones bullying supports out of the waves. And on this safe lane, it's really valuable because you're playing with a
全才哥哦，但是没有属性。
This is a big win for him if he could take away that sentry, but Tofu does manage to get it in time. They replace the sentry though. They really want to make sure they don't give control of the creep equilibrium over to Gaming Gladiators.
So far, this has been Azure's.
3区是自己切的吗？还是他们看
very well right here on the CS board.
有自己的源啊。
Supports are pulling out the supports. The biggest thing about this
就是
though
还
is
是
going to
他
be how
蛮
much
虎牙给的
does
源。
Ace get in like the first 15 minutes of this game, right? Because you have to start thinking they're going to stack these ancients for him. In fact, Ace does it for himself a lot of times. He's already got an ancient stacked up off the floor. He's got another large camp stack already brewing. This is where the Beastmaster is going to accelerate. So if you're playing so well, you can invade that jungle area potentially. Maybe steal some of it with like the Naga Phoenix if you're having a really good game here. I doubt that's going to be on the table, but it's something you want to think about here in terms of potentially blocking those camps up.
One thing that's going to be very different
2个
about
反
this
补
game
，2个反补，恶心的呀！
we talked about in Game 3 and Game 4, Azure playing around XM quite a bit. And he was playing those very mobile heroes that could set up kills. Ulti is not quite the same archetype.
No. It's a lot slower hero. You're generally only getting kills when Sandy's in
就完了，
And Sandy's
这就完了。
for ganking and killing in the early game. It's not the powerhouse spell.
感觉3区有点慢哦，这比他快一点点。
Nearly the same amount of damage. You have like a mana allergy thing that's kind of cool, but honestly, it's
哦，连续出被动
They。picked this hero for the Astrals.
没有，我不是看山区的。
我也不是啊，我在听赛局的联语。
对，我也算听山区。
哎，起脸上了。
So the Naga can enable the OD slow tempo here.
这人马一个打2个了吗？上级就不
That
会
is where I
吧
go？ back to the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster can set the tempo.
马什么状态？看一下。
Ace is just gonna have a free for all.
现在也是出那个兵甲，出希瓦的。
他买了个那个铁衣头盔哟。
就出希瓦的呀。都是出希瓦的。
哦，那个也是希瓦。哦，那个纷争是吧？
对呀。现在能出希瓦都不出前锋盾的。
无脑。哦，又关接踩。成不了，过成了4乘4的。迪兰兽，这干嘛？迪兰兽，这干嘛？这干嘛？这干嘛？在犯罪。我中路11个反补了。哦，路虎局，哎，没蓝了中路。还偷，没蓝了还偷。哦，有人运平。哦，蓝没什么蓝的，回得快。哦，什么意思？什么意思？空了。哦，捆住。
哦，
有飞吗？
分身躲鹰。
哎，不到。
哎，飘到了，
碰到了，死了。
死了。跳跳双杀吗？
哦，双杀。哦，假暗。哎，飞机来了，问题不大。
哇，
假暗。哎，假暗卡了。操。
Need support.
没事，我回来了。
5 of the grand final is not a bad time to do it.
Oh yeah, I love the ego coming in. He knows he just outplayed the hell out of Gaming Gladiators. And Quinn now on the run here. A little bit awkward for.
啊！
想干嘛？
That I think is an almost guaranteed kill. Maybe not, but Quinn's not level 6, so you would have had to deal with the mana allergy there off the swashbuckle. It was going to be close, but that's a tough miss. You really want to make that spell count like the first 2 minutes.
Especially since you used a ward for it. Now it looks like they may kill for it still. No, Celer had plenty of stick charges.
Still, I think Azure are okay trading this out because you ideally want the Pango getting the better exchange in these types of skirmishes, right? That's where you can abuse the OE early. He's a bit of a slower hero, so you're going even with an Outworld Devour. Probably okay. I keep saying Devour. It is destroying. That's not my fault. I'll change his name.
And he hasn't been a terribly meta hero for most matches. And seen him too much in the previous ones.
又一个反补，好狠！
说西风真的被野猫打爆了。
积累了，清他！哦，他满级皮了，这么狠的？哦，中路包了，杨哥不喊了，杨哥喊的，杨哥。
Both cores are getting ganked right now. Dyrachyo, he's going to make a run for it, but the Stampede is going to be catching up to him. The Stampede also
加大哦，没大还死了。
It serves a double purpose that works out beautifully for Azure.
哎，中路没杀掉吗？哦，中路抖了。
Ganked the enemy carry. XM is just taunting his way up and down this mid lane. As there's not enough lockdown to find him, that's a rolling thunder on cooldown.
And they're still looking for this kill, but the thing is, Azure, now their supports can rotate back into mid.
8-minute rune. You know they want to take it away from the Pango. Possible they lose 50-50, but might get a celery kill in return.
Yeah, Celer.
什么关？
Disruption.
还有喷。
Imprisonment into more and more poison.
哎，留不住人。
你咬关能接毒狗破毒吗？
不知道我。好问题，哎。
他的心情对着那个黑鸟关，
哇，不好说，说不定可以的。这也是关吗？
这都是关，都是隐藏，但我不知道。
我感觉应该不行。
理论上应该不行。
哎，假暗。哦，叫大死了，死了。
Really important for the support levels here. Tofu needs the extra points. Grimstroke is not a hero you want to fall behind on, as all of his spells are very valuable. Wouldn't be surprised to see him leech some of his ancient XP on.
这兽王是支配的吗？
哎，中路，喊呀，杨哥喊呀，没事。
They're just not letting XM alone. So he doesn't even care if you know.
让服。
Secure bounty room for Quinn. There is one thing about this. I mean, stacking up all those ancients. There's no real fear of Azure Ray's lineup getting in there and stealing those stacks.
That's why I said if they could have blocked it, it would have been nice. But that's yeah, you know, gaming, we're going to prioritize bringing that up.
僵住了。 刷。
It'll be Witchblade for XM. And a classic OD item.
Yeah,
curious if he goes Parasma on this hero, honestly.
这皮刷得快。
It's a, I think, a great hero for it.
I think you do it some point.
也是不出先锋盾，回血是不够，是组不了双刃剑，
不是你
抵不上先锋盾的那个回血。
哦，好多人，哎，回滚，有秒吗？有点难秒哦。哎呦，差一点点。他那个法球再高一点，等级可能就杀了。
So another Rolling Thunder that's not used aggressively. A little sad, but Arcane will make up for it. And we're seeing a little, you know, until you have max orb points on OD, he's not doing much burst damage.
对，他要
They smoke up and they were going for the.
哎，他想找人马，人马有大。开悟了，开悟了，杨哥，杨哥喊了。杨哥喊了，杨哥喊了。哎，听到了，听到了，哎，看一下。哦，没事，哦，没事，没事，没事。
And that'll finish up his blink. Costly kill to miss here.
两个经历了。
He was gonna stop him and go back in if that goes.
长野。
Look how much Gaming Gladiators committing here to try and take away this ancient stack. They really wanted to take off into guaranteed control here.
Slow steal. I mean, there's no Beastmaster here.
意思什么意思？
I mean, unless you want to just fight with the Chrono, but it's like the love of haste. Baseless poison the Chrono.
哦，还有这个大的，问题不大。
Yeah, you don't have the best damage to throw into it.
No. Honestly, I think Drawatio, it's gonna be tough, right? Just so many saves.
好肥哟，兽王刷起来了。
And have it do anything.
兽王清了远古呀。
It's an okay time violation game.
那不应该5波远古好了。
Facilitating for this hero as well in terms of just the man fight. So
yeah, fast enough Orchid pickup could destroy their lineup. Tango and Void hate that item.
He's gonna have it back because Low has had an absolutely free game here. So this is gonna go into the mid 5-on-5. Kind of gonna be Ace versus XXS in terms of these offlaners dictating the course of battle.
Another win for Gaming Gladiators in the Rune
真的要刷
Amplify
这
damage
个
rune
金
for
了
the win.
It's a nice one, though. He's still trying to finish Diffusal, right? This is probably the slowest Tango game we've seen. Just didn't find the connections on the Rolling Thunder, and this Diffusal gets delayed, and
啊，
his damage output
没希望，
significantly. I mean,
先跳刀了。
盾就不主双刃剑。
I mean, I think in that first Tango game that we saw, he was.
他的希望还没出来，不急。
He was where Low is right now, so it's a big exchange in terms of tempo. Give it some time.
说实话，兽王也就刚出到一单的管理。再往后，你看这个 A 档也打。
哦，又有那么多远古的。 对，远古。 A 了。
先出 A。
Where else is Beastmaster going to be on the map? It's one of the two ancient camps.
Yeah, they willing to take that fight. They went to the lane instead, and as a result, the smoke is going to crash into Celery instead of allowing them to get up into that triangle area and catch Ace out.
So that's a tank right there. He is purposely screening Ace from the.
这个是路塔。
3分钟兽王，是不是也就那样啊？
Then you can start to take those 5-on-5. This would be a nice tower to get to the treasure as well. Open up those ancients. Make Ace's life a little bit harder.
Yeah,
East does not like losing this tier 1 before he takes yours. And look at the towers right now for Azure. Two of them are full. Like, they can easily fight around these tier 1s if they want to, because they're just so damn high HP.
就选兽王的作用嘛。
哎，你看到了吗？
Usually it's their MO to take towers
哦，又喊了，两个又喊了。哎，超空。 可以。
But here they've been stifled a bit. Haven't been able to take any tier
抽
1.
空被打了，兄弟，快走，两个都喊了，你还打？
Not only is it bad for Beastmaster, right, but it's great for Naga Siren. You push the lane in deeper and deeper with those illusions.
Both still playing up here because they know they can take the fighter on this tier 1. They have so much counter initiation.
傻的吧？
This is the test for Ace.
是的吧？应该
Just try and push these tier 1.
还没有哦。
You feel that strong on Beastmaster with this Ags right now?
5000多块你还没闪失，有什么装备去了？
运吧，不知道。
Want to get the fights out of this. If you're not strong enough now, it just feels awful, right? Yep. So you're gonna have to.
这加鞋就2000块，剩下钱够他出闪失，估计买多。
They have all their ults up.
Got a pretty potent combination in
Stomp
Siren into Stomp plus Supernova. There's like a lot of setup abilities that Azure can benefit from.
欢迎辅的，
But that would also put those abilities on cooldown, put them in a team fight that they may not win. They're going to take the safer route here. It seems like they're just going to get more efficiency on the map. They're back up to a 3K net worth lead.
His push is not that bad.
全泡这玩意真的屌啊！无伤打野，他妈的！
Power has taken a while to bulldoze.
这边是在卷击。
我看他中路反哺多少个呗。哦，神打凤凰，斩能走吗？有飞，走了。
Very efficient on the map right now from Azure as Demon are just going to 5-man, and this tower is still not taking damage.
Yeah, Jiangming managed to finish off that wave pretty easily. Got Game and Gladiators to
僵住了呀！这个塔退了1分钟了。
解头拿来出分钟，这样出装的。
兽王也西瓦呀。
对啊，
这么无脑的。
讲道理，他 A 站配西瓦是有点东西啊。
傻肉兽王，我操！
Extra spelling from this
就类似于 NEC 好吧，他这样出。 又有回血又有伤害。
是
so
阴的一手。
Deciding now's the time to just start bulldozing these towers. Can't blame him.
这种错了就
space for Dyrachyo verse low and this carry on carry.
这里。
This is also the part in the game where OD can feel
闪动，
because he doesn't have the mobility item, he doesn't have the BKB.
哦，有关，
先给大招。
这上不掉，我好像有点，死了，爆死了，我操，
爆死了。
他没跳出来。没人站出来吗？哦，站不到，差一点点。拉臭，机会了，A 站第一波我，爆死，死了 ，A 站也没用，关了人马，上死不了。我操！
完了呀，太入虎了呀！
太入虎了呀！
哇，凤凰无敌，凤凰！
社会，真的好呀！这怎么想的？要杀这个凤凰呢？
我想的呀，要
我也没，我也想不懂你什么装备能杀这个凤凰呀？滚滚戳到还可能有点机会。是啊，他就一个人的时候啊，或者都没到，怎么想？
顶多丢个一技能就没了。
Protect the Centaur multiple points, stall up the Beastmaster here with a nice disruption. You get the aura on the backside, allows a second stomp to come through, and that Eclipse Sunray just, it's devastating, right? I don't think Ace got to right-click anything in this entire fight. That's your Ags reveal in a sense, right? I can sense the frustration. It's like, guys, need a player on me.
It is a rough turnaround, particularly for Dyrachyo, who came into this saying, this is going to be an easy 3-0. Well, here they are, now in a game 5, down 7,000 net worth.
Easy reverse. Perhaps as Azure have swung all the momentum in this series, taking the wind out of their sails. Like you said, they are at a significant deficit right now, facing a scary scaling lineup. With a Naga Siren that can cut the wave, stall the map.
might feel good
打
about the fact
懵
you've
了
got a faceless
滚滚
void
连
going
输
late,
2
but
把人
Pocket
都要。
Siren is just such a good counter.
But dude,
还有
that was the upside of all of these later picks for Azure. You have so many saves for the Chronos. Yeah. It is not a straightforward faceless void game at all.
反掉了这给他
You're。gonna get controlled
东西啊
by nets. You're gonna get countered on the
反不了个
Chronos
野
sphere,
呢
every
五
which
算呢
way, disruption.
整不懂会打懵了被他。
Imprisonment,
哦，有幻象，
like Sunrays.
发财发财。
That's a fight where Azure got to use their ults, and they didn't get punished for it. They got to farm the map.
还在拉野，
Shifts the onus back onto Gaimin here to make something happen and
Damn.
clean up space. Once again, these Naga illusions have just been scouting things, making it really annoying to make the moves.
And these Naga illusions are like
天的哦，西
giving
瓦第一
vision
波
and such, but they're
西
about
瓦
to become
龙
a
星
real
傻
threat
肉
when， Yorick can complete. Now Low can actually start getting involved in some of these fights.
Every pair of illusions you see is potentially a threat. Yeah.
然后我们3个退役了。
怎么飞机在刷钱的？
Gladiators playing more and more scared.
这是疯狂刷钱。
Nice. That's it. All your cards on this man right here. Have to be a crazy defense in terms of the damage impact. I don't see Angular Void cleaning it up at this point in time. The upside is the objective taking for Azure Ray is absolutely terrible.
True.
掉一星野区，
You're not too worried about getting your towers or Roshan bulldozed down. You have some time in that sense.
这个都出大勋
Good
章
way to do it. Pace for Quinn will definitely help.
飞机也不
Good positioning by Low. Deep
号
on
位
the
就出
side of the map where he
就
can
不管
cut waves.
Yeah, it's just the Naga dream.
大勋章什么
He can clean up both
什
mid and bottom
么
while
效
hitting
果
neutral.
我也不知道。
Every time Game have to come back to clean these
加个
up.
400生命值的盾呢？
That's the part that's so
加盾
frustrating.
吗？其他嘞？7
本来的
点
All
甲
going right now.
本来的大勋章的效果呀。
哦
Link，daggers coming out for Azure.
傻肉
On Jin Q, so he's kind of hard to catch.
就套给兽王傻肉
An。Astral blink out, blink on Centaur. A lot of these heroes can get disrupted or Astral and just blink away.
哦
Look at him
哦，他
go
走了
Smoke and blink
我
away.
2
操！
versus, right? Your catch is
有视野
damn limited. It's Ace walking in and roaring somebody. That's
给
your
虚
catch.
给虚空吗
Not？that
敲
large
多2下，
damage-wise. Feels like you need
其实公司很多，好像道理。
但是没有办法。
Link dagger, Shadow Blade. I don't know.
哎，没拿出来，
Find
哎，
something on this map. Right now, Azure Ray are just out farming you.
短一
It's
点
like。they're happy scaling here.
虚空很穷，虚空第7了吗？我第6。
都快赶上他了，有个
Up next,
有个拉杆幻象被他刷
Game
钱，我操！
Gladiators, they got to get something soon. Looks like they're going to set up around Roshan.
哦
but
，smoke
Azure
smoke，
Ray, they may have an idea of this is going on. They're going to get
双大哥的经济有
start
点难
making
赢
their
哦，
way
有道理。
for the contest.
我组文
哦，开风脸了，开风脸了
Keep in mind here, Johnson can get in there deep. There's not a lot of heroes that are happy manning up for it.
你怎么动这个虚空啊？动不了哦，虚空。那紫苑，
Spell right now.
愿就
紫苑
我打盾的，
This is a
王家紫苑就把虚空杀了
It
呀
could。backfire really hard versus the AoE from
跳
Azure Ray.
Garagio
看他的
picks up an Igron. He sees this coming. Time delay, time
断了
locked down.
他不敢打了
Gladiators won't be caught by surprise inside the pit.
海大冲进去杀吧！哎，哦，东夫哥，先杀一个东夫哥，
And they do manage to get away
能
with
杀吗
Centaur. See if they can？
凤
burst
凰
it
飞
down.
哪了？凤凰，我操！
这个什么地方子弹？
Not enough.
好手发子弹。
This is awful for Azure Ray. They wasted it.
哎，加
Abilities thrown around to very little effect.
完了完了完了
They see their opportunities, turn this pace around. They're going straight for low.
完了！
Time it's going to come back into hell and get bursted down.
哎，有关。
Look for more an imprisonment to be able to buy Jin Q a bit of time. Maybe
哎，加飞哪了？
selling him up even more.
人呢？
Yes, it's Lincoln 4, but I don't think it's going to be up
Foul
in
on the
time.
way. Time
哎，
to
出
catch
事
him.
啦！
Fight for game. This is what they needed to get back in this game.
哎，这波打完快 BKB 了，
Uncoordinated ultimates out from Azure Ray and Egg that's in an awkward position because they just didn't know where the heroes
飞
were.
哪了？加
It's going to be illusions going in scouting. XXS committed.
尿了尿了
He's tanky enough
他
to
才
survive
才
the
想
burst,
点
but you are
最高
not
台吗
Rolling Thunder cleans you up even in the song, and that forces an awkward set of spells out between the song and the egg, right?
这黑鸟迷路是吧？
Has a free
黑
fight.
鸟在哪里啊？你们看到黑鸟在哪？
Cleanup time.
一直在凤凰旁边。
Anything for you when you have lost
啊
the initiative. Aegis on the Pangolier. Huge
是
amount
了
of gold
出
going into
事
Aegis
了
pockets. Absolutely massive turnaround, almost 6K off that single team fight that could have gone horribly wrong when you jam yourself in the corner like that. There's a lot of AoE ults, but
其他投手上
they
我
made
就
it
是
work.
找
This is why
Yeah,
this
that way-
team
that way-
is so
that
tough
way
to
we're gonna-
bring down in best of fives. They always find a way to be able to make some decent team fights work for them. They had the correct read on how to make that happen. Azure Ray. They're gonna have to do a little bit better. They had that network lead. Now they're going for Quinn.
差一點點。
Just like half a second too late. So close to getting that pick off. Could have taken away that Aegis, taken away that advantage.
Now that 5-on-5 for Azure Ray doesn't feel as confident as before. You injected a lot of gold in these gaming cores. And it's going to be low going back for an Eternal Shroud. Interesting idea. I thought it would have been harder, more scaling damage. This is an item that got changed a lot in the patch. It's very good.
要把跳到我，那都切不了，他都。
Deal with some of the Pangolian Grim spells coming out in the middle of the fight. It's a weird item.
勇士法医小辣椒。
See if he can make it work. I mean, if it keeps him alive, that's great, but it doesn't deal any damage, right?
No.
And the question is, how are you killing Ace if he gets his BKB? And that fight might have just gotten him. He's going to be close to having that fight.
I thought surely
勇士法医
straight into Bloodthorn.
没有他有剑轴的呀，怎么合成做呀？
Butterfly somehow like this.
They have the scan on him. They know he's here. They see his illusions popping out. They're going to try and chase him down. Now alone.
走了走了。
打防薛兰啊，不至于吧？
Chased after the wrong illusion here.
Right now, it's Azure Ray trying to restabilize this game and catch up to their next set of items. Ags and BKB for XM is something that's going to change the team fight a lot. It's going to let the OD go and actually get damage out, save people more reliably. It's a big shift, as well as the heart on XXS, just up to where the spell damage coming out from gaming isn't enough to put them over the threshold. In fact, it's an
闪的虚空也是物理，就法系很多嘛，电锤加被动。
on the spell damage right now, they're trying to mitigate it as much as possible.
这是龙性削了，就直接不出了吗？这龙性削挺多的，
还得出的呀。
Taking 2 lanes at once here. Some advantage that they kind of will
所以
always
我想不
have.
懂呀。
Gladiators have to make more of a 5-man.
哇，老鼠就是有理解。
艺术起来呀，突然间。主要是他这东西不成那个幻象质量啊。
成呀，他加血加挺多的呀。他加那个14力量加300血也挺多的。
14力量300血，但龙星是35力量。
Old placements, right?
你是有回血主要是。
Heroes are trapped in it. Who does this eclipse hit? Dyrachyo all alone in no man's land. He wants to attempt the Jin Q. He wants revenge. The save from Motor.
又是你。
A song also used, which makes things a little bit more.
被开出来了。
Gets off from Dyrachyo. He's gonna go.
差多一点。
哦，秒了！我操！哎，差一点点。
哦，差点。
我操！
哦，差点。
差一点点。 还行，还是靠迪拉球呀。
戏这么多的。
他真的很想 AR 赢。
I respect the balls on this man. Barely gets out of there with BKB intact.
That now means Chronosphere on cooldown, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down Gaming Gladiators, who playing Quinn feel confident with 45 seconds left on the Aegis.
这才第2个大招好吧？
Look to take another
西站好了，还有 CP 好了。
Say, yeah, you can have it. We're going to take the rest of the map.
Building into their
手吗？虚空没大了，这就放吗
？The BKB is done for Ace and that Axe for Quinn. These are big damage items going out. A lot of guys sit in the fight. We're going to start the poke here. 30 seconds still on this Aegis, but they will take the fight anyway on the side of Azure Ray. I feel like Dyrachyo's not here, and guess what? Isn't.
哎，他两个。 来一个
Hits onto 2 with the stomp on the Beastmaster, already down to half health. But he gets on the who's already shown he can beat one of it. Looks like that's
有人吗？那个没大，但是还有滚的，还一点点，一下，踩一下，我操，死了！哎，给他抽，给他抽，这干嘛？哎，卡住了！
好，跳个地方出不去。
又是 BKB TP， 还行吧？把谁杀了？被你杀了。
beautifully
什么装备啊？
这么有大的妈的！
他没大招的来打不能加吗？不会吧？
哎，又是你，又是你！
transitioning it into more pickoffs and damage and Brune.
哦 ，double damage 輕人好猛喎！他技能增強算那個法球嗎？還不算。
算法球。
那個好猛，又 double。
4v5 where the ults are up for Azure and you're missing your best control spell. Dyrachyo shows up just to leave. It's costly, another 7k in his pocket almost off that. Swings this game back.
進攻驗證就進梯杯啊！
to his next item, and this is where Outworld Destroyer becomes obnoxious because he's likely going to go for the Ags. He could opt for the BKB here, but these Astrals are going to become a problem. And now he has the defensive Ags in terms of if he gets jumped. So if you go on anybody else, Astral's annoying. If you go on to OD, suddenly he has this effective borrow time spell that goes off and gives him the shield.
Yeah, this is crazy. Somehow they have to be able to get a Chronosphere on the Naga OD.
又是你，造，这不造。
It's very tough. That's why this game it's not easy for Dyrachyo, man.
如果不在的，我以为如果在的。
Now the one item I think is a big game changer for David is, oh, they're gonna clean up a shard here. See what goes on. Celery, not a bad one. They're just rushing Hex on Toku. And I actually think this is the right play. Like, I don't think a Glimmer or any random utility is going to change the course of the fight, right? But a Hex definitely. It's just going to be a while to get there. However, leading a fight off with double Soulbind and a double Hex, that's a way to because you're going to force so many saves out initially.
假輸咩？話有啊有。
You can roar them afterwards.
窮都
The
不
more
到。
disables you get, the easier the fight's going to become.
哎，赵鑫在骗，
但是我觉得他搞那个没啃，我觉得也没什么用啊。
就是都抬手，但他们秒不掉人。
Sees some of the aggression from Gaming Gladiators and gets away.
Guy's just been an absolute menace on the map, man. So many of these games.
大。
It's not even the spellcasting. It's the map positioning. It's breaking the smokes, playing aggressively.
哦，來了，好了好了。
He doesn't give anything up. Makes your game awful right now. Gaming are feeling it as it's another smoke foiled. That was the Mjolnir finish for Dyrachyo.
Yeah, with the Mjolnir finish, a gem bot and a smoke used.
They wanted to
Gaming
get
Gladiators really needed that to connect.
据说最近升经理了。
Shadowblade done for low. He can play a lot more aggressive.
哦，又是你。
He's actually massive all of a sudden.
哦，秒啦 ！Back 橋，哎，秒到，全 TP 走了，哎，好咗而家。哎，哦，有個飛機，哦，雙戰友。
雙輔助。
演晒一個。
Why not? They're gonna get him here.
哎，留不到，哦關，哦可以了可以了。身位，我跑失腳啦！我操，那個秒，我操，秒解了！啊！手這麼快？
手速慢了，我只能說。
我說我沒格子，誰想到有個鳥飛過來了？ 我操，雙救，虛空不好發揮啊！
But you don't need the initiation anymore because the fight has come to you. Azure knocking on the door.
哦，修了！我操！
Need to put it to use. Dyrachyo now turns on to XXS, but it's not
能走嗎？能走嗎？先撤一下。好，我的人馬，哎，有大，你敢殺嗎？我操，沒 BKB 了，秒！殺了！哦，我操！我想出來搶嗎？我操！哎，有 A 站，我操！我操有 A 站！我操！來衝！哇！開路虎！
好，差距700呀不？
GG 打 GG，
我人可以跳进去了呀！
哎，一波，我操 ！GG。
問號。
What does he do with it? No
問號。
No hope.
還不想敲，還是打吧。
Chrono, you know the saves are
好
coming out.
大，隨便打，敢撤就撤，哎，滿活了，哦，走。
Devoid of tier 1 tournament wins.
走。
Trying to claim their stake in the Twilight
沒有
Hour against the
打不蛋嗎？彈出來，他以為有打沒蛋，走了，少了一下。
They respect the buyback there from Dyrachyo with some of the death timers running low. They say no need to push this anymore. They couldn't have gotten a second lane to Barracks. Tier 2's were still up. Watch that fight again, though.
吓懵了，还有 A 站。
It's just so stretched, right? Accelerate's dead. Tofu can't get in here to combo with any of the spells. Every time they throw out an ult, there's something behind it. Messing with them in a 4-man eclipse off the Astral. I thought XM overextended. Just didn't have a save of my own. There are no easy targets in this game as XSS finds them all with a stomp. And once you start getting run down, once your ultimates are out, once the Beastmaster's off the playing field, it's just cleanup duty. Victory. They are one more team fight away from breaking this team in a reverse sweep in the final tournament of the year. Very few in the history of Dota. This would be an historic one. As Ags completed for Jinkyu, he now has double cleanse, double demonic purge with break on top of it. The items are just rolling in. It's going to be aggression from here on out.
跟你讲，不敢刀，不操，打出来了，
我照2个人没摔。
哦，给大家交到了。
不大。The disables are there, but not the damage.
有兽王。
Go to sleep as Low sets it up. Can you find the stomp afterwards?
Really goes down from Ace, turns around. The Phoenix, maybe they can blow up the soul bomb.
关住了，我操！关了，有大，我操，死不了！我操！说得死，都得死，闹呢！
Desperate to get out. Always on the hunt. Won't be able to find his mark this time around, but the damage is already done. Azure Ray just take this tier 2. Barracks are gonna lie completely open for the taking.
What's left in the tank here? You don't have a buy on Ace. You do not have a buyback on him. This is a 3-on-5 with no Chronos here.
跳过了吧。
Absolutely good luck. And the ults are just going to start coming back up for Azure Ray. Give another song in 25. You might not have a base by the time your heroes are back up. Azure Ray, they want everything here.
No ultimate trophy. Few buybacks. Buildings dying rapidly. Game and Gladiators, they got to put together a miracle here just to hold on.
哦，闪路了。
But this would be the greatest of the entire year.
上路捆住，躲了。干嘛？避开！没被动啊，兄弟，在干嘛？你敲什么？ 弹一个，弹回去。
This game 5 right now.
They can't do it. Stomped indeed. XSS can feel they are just moments away from being able to take this.
问号。
还手吗？不行啊，小老弟。
出了个勇士法医。
XSS carrying them once more, pushing himself on the front line.
你把它拆，慢慢磨。
for the ultimate to be back up, but again, who are you throwing it on?
这人马动不了一点哦，这么多血的。有装备啊，无心。赵，他打谁？我操！
被关被睡，哎呀，
打不了呀！还有个搭在脸上，我操！哦，咱喊起来了！赢了！进！开路！我操！
问号，怎么没问？
没打！操，让2追3。
Vindication for Azure Ray. Vindication for
杨哥。
The twilight hour here. The last
是
game of the
做
year.
的调整，还是这跟补丁的原因，更新补丁的原因，继续打外攻。
握手，来握个手。
Dynasty of a team. There's nothing else to call it, right? When you win 6 championships,
我以为跟圣爵一样的，被挖水了，这个。
There are very few teams
第一把都乱的差不多了呀。
哦，2把都是被挖水了。
要把没看，必须把看了不看了，我吃饭去了。是我第一把在打我。哦，提杯。
For the new generation of Chinese talent, the one and only Azure Ray.
开路，
这是所有人都在看。毛神出战第一代，不要搁下。
都是举不起来，
分量好。
还在节奏啊，
哎呦！出事了！出事了！出事了！牛呀牛呀！
冠军教练。
是2、3、4这教练的问题吗？教练，
踢了4个最菜的，
就是 maybe 把我小毛关了这么多年，好吗？
内战王
一直出妙国，好吗？
内战王。
这边每天看要送的水牙一号，好的，这是我们这届 ESL 俱乐部的冠军。
把你也破音了，我操！
第一个问题有请。
好久没拿过冠军。
前面说你肯定会选独龙的，
亚运，你独龙呢？
被办了。
亚运那个也能上。
The first question was to XM, asking him where's the Viper he promised us. Turns out it was just banned every game. Next question, we want to go to Low. I hear that you have some real hardcore fans in China who's here to support you, so to speak. Do you have any words for them? 你对你国内的那些粉丝和无论是黑粉、喷子还是真河粉，有对他们有什么要说的吗？
我根本不怕黑枣吧，感谢支持我的。
去年是有冠军的。
I love all my fans. I'm not afraid of anyone who flames me. I am
第一届利雅得，
and I've
去年
proven
第一届
myself
利雅
to
得。
you.
利雅得。
Finally, we're gonna go to our man Kevin here who hasn't had a single interview. What does he love about Malaysia? What does he love about this tournament? And what does he love about all of you? Kenny, 这边这届比赛还没有采访过你，我想问你，你来到马来西亚，这次拿下了这个冠军，你有什么支持给你所有马来西亚粉丝，给你所有国际的粉丝要跟他们说的话吗？
可能我们中国刀塔去年一整年成绩不好，但是2024年来，我相信我们会更好。
We might not have had a good year last year in the whole Chinese region, but this is 2024. It is our year. Our year.
Fantastic! Congratulations once again,
帮他大一
ladies
上
and
去。
gentlemen. China is back home. Give it up one more time for us.
升18个也是西安不考试功课。
这才有意思。
牛。这不整一把意思意思？
有一说一 ，AR 队名是不太顺口啊？
是不顺口，这谁起的名字？ 喊简称也不是，喊全名还好一点点。
全名也不顺口的。
AR 这就没什么气势，喊起来。
And we're gonna celebrate their success on the main stage.
Ray 还是可以。
Arena with such a fantastic and some loud crowd. Ryan, I think at the start of the day and even at the start of the series, it felt like the crowd was really behind Gaming Gladiators. Something changed. They won the hearts of the people.
Yeah, I think we were all managing our expectations a little bit. We were all like, Kobe games series is gonna be done in 3 years. It's okay. It's been happening all year, but this exceeded our expectations, and this has been one of the most exciting finals I've ever been a part of, if not the most exciting finals I've ever been a part of. This was just awesome.
That was incredible. I mean, if you told me that today we'd see a reverse sweep, I would not have believed you. I mean, watching Azure Ray on their journey in this tournament, from looking so strong in the group stages to the patch dropping,
他其实没人哦，还有谁呀？
after the patch drop, but then they go through lower bracket,
Oh,
they
yeah.
beat Liquid, they bring out new
感觉现在计划有
strategies,
变
they
了
show us that, no, what is boring Chinese Dota? We are not that. They innovated, they played mid
计划有
bounty
变
hunter, they brought out OD.
主力都没什么人。
5号位是 DY 啊，差距5号位是 DY。
对啊，那2、3、4选谁呀？想不到还有谁了。
退换就行了。
然后是3G 上吗？
3叉的话要猜对，3R 的话讲道理不太行好吧？他们有一说一，他们
怎么离线的嘞？就是开电脑去了吗？失踪了。
摩西很不爽送出的5本魔法书，谢谢摩西啊，谢老板。感谢所有送出过礼物的观众朋友们啊，对这个直播间的大力支持。接下来如果还有什么比赛的话，我会写我的微信公众号上面啊，到时候有什么直播的，有什么比赛会写。大家能够点击直播间右上角的订阅，的话，2SDN 啊，会有直播的预告。
这发型不错。
也 AK503Y 开通的超。且身如夏花的大佬，魔法书大王。在其中。 他们还不下播啊？3届还不下播，怎么办他们？现在是暑假湿润的期间。
行不行啊？蔡局嘞？
我觉得啊，热点那边现在还不下播，有一件很印象深刻的，清算开始一件，后面变成半个月。我看这个应该是他们的网络直播的那个直播队伍。 谢谢112内组的魔法书啊，谢谢165，超感他，知道吗？ 最后阿朱瑞是拿到了4800的这个 EPT 积分，然后同时直接就经历的 S22的 Qualify 就是小比赛，直接做到就是第22届国冠联赛11的前四。
啊，跑了，跑了又不说话。我也搞把西瓦先。有没有西瓦斯卡的呀？
什么烂东西啊！
这有一说又减速哦，又加技能伤害哦。版本漏洞。NDC 办了。
5 seconds remain.
我不打兽，打什么西瓦呢？西瓦雷泽。
西瓦雷泽。
西瓦加属性吗？加吧。
加呀，要8点了，全属性。
等一把试一下，研究一下。
行不行啊你？忙怎么会呀？
看个视频先。
10 seconds remain.
忘不了图标的。
5 seconds.
凤凰，哎，这不大，我出西瓦的，瓦他丫的。跟甲厉害一点吗？波怎么杀呀？傻肉！
波是不好杀呀。
狙击手一不死的哦，一多很吓人。哎，这次有凤凰。可以试一试。怎么合建铁翼头盔？纷争哦，有个拳，有个皇冠。
这把不想出秘法，但好像必须得
出呀，卖了就完事了。你要猜的话，我是这样子的。秘法还是要出的，不然真的没蓝，真的缺蓝。抽弓。Go。
为什么我每次打利奇的时候都会被起在这里的？哇！
不克你吗？
盲刮被买光。
不得克他吗？
他克我好了。
有盾哦，还扣不死人哦。是吧？等一下我看看直播，没开录屏。哎，点错了，那个技能。
你没去出弓吗？
点错了，这是。也不大，一个意思。
哦，对面枫叶。有段。
被拦了。那么缺难的吗？
对啊，对啊。要出那个啥的，要出那个骗钱刀的。
再出吧。
Curse their fates, whip you into shape. My lightning strikes. I go. Don't die with a lance. Anywhere but here. My time has come.
你拿莲花了吗？
拿了。
拿回来就行。
My current flows. The storm strikes.
打给 A。
At last.
哦，可以。
Of course.
有点大，叠起来好像。这好沉。冰了这么久的，2波野吗？他们？操，微掉了，不野吧？算了，不冲，
抓出来。等一下。
得到。
得了，吃个880。
走了。
莲花。
I charge. An easy choice. The Revenant.
A prize.
Direct current. The enemy.
Eh. 那么痛，树都没吃出来。
这想跟我要，好像要先推，先出推还是先出野人章？
野人文章就好啦，可能也有加护盾。我操，这么爆炸的，有一点点办法吧？办不了我。有点恶心，我被。
啊！
哦，抬手！ 要死了！操，这么痛的？送了我操！连送。 搞一波吧。
Look to your top tower. It follows.
不了。耶。
The enemy attacks your top tower. I see. Anywhere but here.
米波练英雄的吧？
Arms for the dead.
这样冲。哎，哎呦，是我的。
有点搞笑了，好吧？
我的。一个减速就走。送了0-4了。刷钱先。来了。哦。是。
盲冲。女王在哪里？谁没看到他？上去 A 呀，别怕。
我怎么中之地呀？我才96加起来。
你都这种出装了，你不组一技能，哎呀，想不懂。
练习生。
一点理解都没有，我真的是。
练习生。打力丸嘛。
Your suffering begins. I'll give you stats.
哈，完了，又是我，长大了。这么抓人的吗？ 电一下兵就死了。怨凤凰。
长途1号。
啊，推上塔，把他们塔推了就行了呀。 攻塔可能推不了的了。
有车兵靠外攻。
哎呦，在。这个。
死不了。快死了这。干嘛？对。哦，这个。小心这把把能秒了。练习生这么多，这能冲的吗？ 我要出跳吗？我不想出跳哦。可以不跳吧？
If I refuse，
这什么呢？防战力丸。
Agreed. Your bottom tower is under attack. Onward.
这不动的。哦，这个有。为什么就我们3个在冲的呢？这疯狂在干嘛呀？都露头了，还在蹬狙击手呢？什么东西啊？那粉的。哦，在上面。
Forward. At last. It follows.
看着狙击手。
Path of least resistance. I see. I go.
到了我。推好推。傻冲就完事了哦。也还在的。 他们打胜了。
As the tempest travels, don't let it catch you. The remnant roll.
-6-8，躺中躺。
My current flows. My power surges. I charge.
什么？死不了，死不了！ 乱 TP 啊他！
is gone.
一场上失去。
My current flows. The remnant roll.
都这样了，出个档没打。点优讲到这个打的。主任凤凰也没有魔晶呢？先出魔晶，这种出装了。
魔晶不是吸而已嘛？
出魔晶上去吃技能啊，就这种出装了，血晶西瓦了。
完了，冲就可以啊，不是冲啊。冲点肉好一点吧，我顶不住了有点。
魔晶改了吗？哦，我晕了，魔晶改。
哎，我以前是什么？
以前就是你现在的被动。
哦，一直冲。我也搞个法师克星，对，勇士法医先。哦，死了，有对吗？死了两个大。哎，绿娃怎么死？我放到雾就死了。
我杀的。
玩什么装备？什么东西啊 ？A 杖，网站的。带线流，杠
是不是有人打伤我？
撒肉就行。哎，打外卖去了。哎，怎么冲进塔了我？举报了吧被？我的！哎，我刚刚点文顶。
Goodness. You were doing very well. I'm very proud of you.
哦，牛逼了！来了。
Agreed. My the storm. Instructions against attack. Instructions of
转身，
不转了，转什么身？我要冲！哎，沉默了。动我吧，真的要动我吧？真的要动我吗？我法师克星哦。又要死了吗？有点吸回来了哦。
然后我双杀了，总黑了头。
就完事了。暴涌动。
直接玲珑心了呀！
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
哦，就完事了。
12秒 CD 持续8秒。
Strength in the final hour. As I wish.
哦，这 A 死了。
真的是练习生好吗？这个。
Quick as lightning.
出来喎！
Middle tower has fallen.
行。
啊！死了！推！
点不到你的。
好急，兄弟！我吃了好多下呗。
我的，这点不到你
啊！什么东西？你最后还推了哦，他是有魔晶吧，所以你才点不到我。那个地板有魔晶。
现在魔晶是这样子吗？
哎呀，地板魔晶其实点不到队友，所以最后还是点了他。队友点不到的，如果他有魔晶的话，就推救不了。
太久没看过了。
对，他有魔晶，无法成为他的目标。
哦，收到打赏加入活动进度的吗？
啊，客户打赏一下。哎，这大宝来了，我要溜了哦。
我也溜了吧，10点钟了我已经。
不管了，悄悄的溜。
拜拜。
拜拜。